Good afternoon from the Margaritaville Orlando Resort. This place just opened up. It's out here on 192. I thought, why the heck not? Let's go down there and see if we can just kind of wander around and see what it's all about. Do a little tour of the resort here. It looked interesting from the pictures that I've seen online, but I was interested to see it myself. So let's head on in and see what we can find. First things first, the Porte Cochere is the front entrance to the Margaritaville Resort. This is where they do valet and everything, but you can self-park. Welcome to paradise. Let's see. Oh, this is nice. There's somebody playing the steel drums in here too. Wow. All kinds of margarita glasses hanging from the ceiling up here. There's a giant flip-flop at the end. This is very nice. I kind of want to stay here now. I feel like I'm in the islands. Whoa, there's the check-in desk. There is a gigantic TV behind the check-in desk. I like how there's like about 3 cabanas in the lobby here. And I also like how there's so many different like Jimmy Buffett sayings all over the place. Let's go have a closer look at this giant flip-flop. I like this because there's a giant flip-flop that's torn after he stepped on a pop top. Man. Back to a little bit of the tour. We came in right there and there's all of these little cabanas in here. This is the check-in desk. Let's go over there and see what that, it looks like maybe like the direction to the towers over there. Yeah, North Elevator Towers, check-in here, Margaritaville store, and there's another elevator to other towers over there. Let's go check out the Margaritaville store. I bet you this is the place to go to get all of your Jimmy Buffett memorabilia. Like some land shark stuff. Oh, this is fun. Oh, look, there he is. The man himself, Jimmy Buffett. Their own brand of merchandise. So Margaritaville Island, oh no, this is Island Reserve. I thought it was saying Island Resort. I wonder if there is a specific shirt for this place. Here's the Margaritaville Spirit jersey, living my life in flip-flops. And then it says Margaritaville Orlando on the front. Is this place called Margaritaville Island Reserve? I thought it was just called the Margaritaville Resort. Or is this like a special brand? Ooh, it is. It's a special brand. Okay, so this is probably trying to compete with Tommy Bahama. Interesting. So this is just the Island Reserve section where you would just have all the Island Reserve clothing. This is like the fancy section. They have more Spirit jerseys. This one says, "This mermaid needs a margarita." And then what does this one say? This one says, "Woman to blame." So from the Margaritaville store, we are turning to our left. Here's the other set of elevators to the West Tower. And this is Euphoria, which I believe is a bar and a restaurant. Wonder if we can see a menu. Hello! Here's a look at the bar menu. I mean, pretty comparable to other things in the Orlando area. And there is a gigantic cocktail, margaritas, wines, beers, and then afterthoughts. Ooh! Fancy. So I found out this is the upscale restaurant. The bar is open all day and the restaurant opens up at 5 o'clock. And here is the restaurant menu. And even though it is an upscale restaurant, there is no dress code because this is Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. Why would there be a dress code? And a very, very, very extensive wine list for this restaurant. So from Euphoria, there's a set of stairs over here that would lead down and we could go out and check out the pool, but I'm gonna go over here around the rest of the lobby area first. So we're gonna go back to the flip-flop. That'll be a good spot to go back to. So back at the flip-flop, Euphoria is over here. We are turning to our left and there are more elevators to the other towers. So this is the northeast elevator to the towers. Ballrooms and meeting rooms. I think this is the convention area. The east elevator tower. And then we're going into Provisions, which is a grab and go or like a convenience store. You can come into Provisions and get, you know, like cookies and crackers and little drinks here and there. Stuff like this, you know, a Cliff Bar. They also have little salads and wraps in here. Well, it's a pretty big salad. Some cheesecakes and key lime pies and fruit tarts, brownie bites. What are these things? Cheesecake bites? And then there is a coffee shop over here. And I think that this would be like more than just a coffee shop sometimes. Like maybe you could get some fresh baked muffins or sticky buns. Maybe more than just a coffee shop. It looks like you can make smoothies and stuff here too. That's where the coffee was, and then I turned over here and it looks like we've got pizzas and hot dogs and subs. Ooh, look at these pizzas. They look interesting. What in the world is on that pizza? And then we got hot dogs over here. There's some pretty big hot dogs. This is also the store you would come to if you forgot something on your vacation, like, you know, Tylenol or toothpaste or toothbrushes or anything like that. And then we've got some Tortuga rum cakes. This is the one thing that I think everybody was telling us when we were in Grand Cayman, that we have to get the Tortuga rum cakes. And then there is a seating area in here. And this seating area has an outside area too. Let's go outside and have an overlook of the lake and the pool and everything, and just kind of get an idea of what we're gonna see as we go around the tour of this resort. This is a massive resort. So you can see they're still doing some construction over here. There's actually gonna be a water park way out there, and we'll take a look at some of that stuff as we're leaving the area. There's a lot of things around this area. It's basically like a little city. And they've got two pools. This one's not open yet, but it's all done. This one is open, and when we go down there, we'll do some more exploring around there. Look at, there's so much stuff. This is the main hotel here, but then there's all these cottages over here that you can buy a cottage and live here. Just noticed that there's a little sand pit down here with seashells in it. It looks like you could go looking for seashells, but like in the middle of the resort. Back inside the little store here, and one thing that I found is that you can just buy cans of beer, and they also have cans of wine and bottles of mixed drinks. Like this is a cocktail, this is an old fashioned, this is a Mai Tai. It's very, oh, it's $16. From the front of provisions, we're gonna turn to the left. What is this? Please pardon our sand while we build paradise. Okay, I don't know why are there lockers? East elevator tower and lockers. I'm guessing that's maybe for the pool? Oh, okay, there's two. I thought that this was connected, but there's the East Tower. Oh, there's the rooms right here.
Life is good. You can.
A white sport coat and a pink crustacean. I don't know, I'm just walking through hallways at this point. Where are the elevators? But these are just rooms right here. There's elevator control. It must have been in that other hall. In here is the bathrooms. Where were the elevators? I came out this door, there are the elevators, and that's for this tower here. Now it makes sense. We're heading back into the lobby over in this direction, because there's still more stuff to see in the lobby. It looks like this is the way to meeting rooms, more elevators. What's this? I think these are their offices. And then there's the Coconut Telegraph Business Center. A little computer you can use in there and a printer, and there's an ATM in there as well. And this is the convention space. Let's head down here and see if we can see into one of the ballrooms. Came into one of the ballrooms. Oh, I like this. Is that a chandelier?
That's a chandelier.
That is amazing.
You want to help me clean it?
Oh no, thank you though. So we were over there, and these are some more meeting rooms and ballrooms. A little bit closer look at those chandeliers with the fish swimming. They have a picture set up over here of the concept art of the area. So we're in this building right now. This is all going to be timeshares over here. This is all places that people can own. And then this is future development down here. And then up here is what's called Sunset Walk. And this will be the water park. So as we're leaving, we're going to try to check out Sunset Walk. Water park's still very much under construction, so I'll just kind of show you that as we're driving away. But this looks amazing. This whole area is like a little town. And then down at the end of this little walkway here, so that was all the meeting rooms and the convention space. And this is a separate entrance for the convention space. And I talked to the hotel manager, and they said that out of your front door, you should be able to see Disney fireworks. And then out of your back door, every single room has a balcony. So you have a great pool view as far as from the hotel. So every single hotel room has a balcony. This area is called Compass Rose Ballroom and Meetings. Doing a little bit of backtracking because we saw the convention spaces. Now we're back up by the Coconut Telegraph, back in the main lobby. And I think we're right back where we first came in. They've got a little spot here where you can buy theme park tickets and any sort of concierge that you need. I love this. We are back at the flip-flop, and now it's time to head downstairs. I really like when places have just a giant window on the back. So at the bottom of the stairs, the flip-flop is up there at the top of the stairs. Off to this side is the seagrass room, which I'm assuming is another meeting room. And then off to the other side over here is On Vacation, which is their all-day eatery. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. Here's a look at the menu, and this is the lunch menu right now?
Lunch and dinner menu.
Okay. Ooh, some of this stuff sounds really good. Oh, and desserts. Ooh. I might have to get something. So I decided to come in and eat inside of On Vacation. Oh, there's a little bar in here too. I came over to have a look a little bit further around the restaurant, and I noticed these little booths over here have really fun artwork inside of them, and I like the lights, how they're just on rope. Ooh, buddy. Look at that. This is the club. It's called the Vacation Club. Looks so good. Oh, I can't wait. I got it with fries. This sandwich is pretty good, but it is very difficult to eat because it's just falling apart. So On Vacation was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed the food in there. It was a lot of food too. So let's head outside by the pool. There's the outside section for the bar that we were just in On Vacation. And what we're gonna do is there is a pool right here, but we're actually gonna head in this direction first. This whole pool area, there's two different pools. This one's not open yet. They're not done with the cabanas and stuff like that, but the pool is done. It's just not open yet. And here is the Fins Up Beach Club, where you would get towels to go in there and hang out by the pool. And you can see they are still working on it, so not necessarily the quietest place yet, but it will be once they're done. Just a quick look back at On Vacation is where we're eating, and then Euphoria is the upscale restaurant upstairs. And now we're heading over to, and this part I thought was very interesting, this is the hotel pool, whereas I guess that is the hotel and the cottage pool. More guest rooms over here. Still just walking past On Vacation and Euphoria. Pool is to our left. I wonder if I can go into the pool right here. Oh yeah, this is the thing, is there's like a keypad that you need, or a key code that you need to get in here. But there it is, there's the pool. Very quiet, nobody's in there right now. It's a pretty good size pool. I don't see a hot tub just yet in this section. I do see a few cabanas though, over here. There's about 4 of them. One thing that I thought was very interesting about these particular chairs, not only is there an umbrella here, but if you don't want a full umbrella shade, the chairs have a little sunshade on the back of them that you can flip around and use. Every single chair has that. I love that. And like I was saying before, each of the guest rooms have a view with a balcony out into a pool area, or out the front of the rooms to the Magic Kingdom or the Disney fireworks. And I think these are the bathrooms over here. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're the bathrooms. They're not marked right now. And then the other thing is, there is what I'm assuming is going to be like a drink location. Maybe this is where you get your towels from. All right, let's go check out the main pool, which has a lot more stuff that's open around it. From this pool area, we're turning past the 2 restaurants here, On Vacation and Euphoria, past the construction, and we're headed over to the pool now. There's the main lobby. This is provisions. And then this looks like it's going to be a bar eventually. It's not right now, it's nothing. There is still like a few things that they're still working on around the resort. I mean, as you can tell, there is still stuff under construction, but for the most part, a lot of things are open, but there are a few things that they're still trying to get opened and ready. This is the pool that is actually open, and there's a gate over here, but I don't have the code to get into it, so I have to go around over here too. There's a little bar and grill over here called the Salty Rim, and there was an entrance over there that I went into earlier. It's a nice little grassy area over here. They're setting up for an event, but you can see all of the different rooms all around. Apparently somewhere, I don't know where it is, I think it's that one up there, is the Jimmy Buffett suite. And from what they were telling me, Jimmy Buffett has not been here yet, but they're hoping that he comes and stays at some point. But there it is, a really, really big suite. I think they told me it was 2,400 square feet. All right, I made it into the pool deck. This is where I was saying the Jimmy Buffett suite is. I'm not 100% sure if that in particular is the Jimmy Buffett suite, but it is definitely a suite. This is the pool area. So this area is the pool that they just took down the construction walls. The pool's not open yet because there's no lifeguards on on duty, but it's two identical pools in either direction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to the spot where the two pools meet and show you guys both pools. Before I go over there, I wanted to show you guys these speakers. It's actually kind of interesting because they're directional. So right there I can hear it, but over here it's very quiet. So they can be like really blasting some music at night over here and only the pool would be able to hear it. The people in the guest rooms wouldn't really be able to hear it. And I like that. I like that they took that into account. So this pool here is not open. There's a little hot tub right there in the center. This one's not open. This one is. Oh, and that's something interesting. There's not a hot tub here, or maybe it's not a hot tub. It's like a kid's pool. I can go over there and have a look. Maybe it's just the kiddie pool. It looks like a really big hot tub. I think that's what it is, because you see how there's just like a seat all the way around? I think this is just a giant hot tub, which makes sense for Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. Let's see the pool that is actually open now. And if you guys look, this is the area where the cottages are. So over here, where you can see it looks like just dirt right now, will be timeshares. And then this is cottages that people actually own. There's also a little dock out here. They were talking about in the original plan, they might have boats that, like, if you want to come to the pool and you live way over on the other side of the resort, get on a boat and they'll drop you off here at the pool. Here's the pool that is actually open now, and both of these pools are 0 entry. So it's like a beach where it starts out at 0 and then you walk in and it gets deeper as you get a little bit further in. I do love the music that they're playing over here. So all the way around that side of the pool is all sand areas where you can sit in the sand and relax in a beach chair. All of the little showers are made out of surfboards. And then there's a fire pit over here too. They have all kinds of beach games. I don't know what that is. It looks like fun though. And then here's the fire pit. And that's one of the cottages right there. This cottage has 8 bedrooms in it. And one of the other things that they told me is that every cottage that faces a body of water is required to have a pool. It's a little teeny tiny pool, but there it is. A little pool and a little hot tub. But if you're facing, you know, not water, you don't have to have a pool. I think you can have a pool, but you don't have to. But if you're facing a body of water, they require you to have a pool. They provide life vests for anybody that wants them. Got giant chess, checkers, ping pong, cornhole. That's a beer pong table. And then this is the Salty Rim Bar and Grill. Oh, and they got a whole bunch of TVs up top there. It's a full liquor bar. Let's see if we can see what they've got on the menu. So they've got some light bites out here, some salads, some pretty good stuff like tacos. Rather than just light bites, you can get a whole burger out here. And then they've got different cocktails, frozen drinks, beers, draft beers, craft beers, 0 proof. I don't know what that means. Oh, 0. That would be non-alcoholic. And they've got some non-alcoholic stuff here. Wines by the glass, and bottled waters and beverages. There only seems to be 1 hammock out here, which seems kind of silly. I feel like they should have more. I like this area back here though. It's like this super shaded, secluded area. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is where I would set up. Got these little sun sails out here, keeping the sun off of you. And then here are the private cabanas. They've got a TV in there. You've got a refrigerator in there. And then just a little bit of storage in there for whatever you want, your bags and stuff like that. There's a lot of them. I just want to have one more look at the pool because, oh man, I'm ready for swimming season. It's very nice. And I like that we're here, like it's a brand new resort, so there's not very many people here yet. But when this opens up and it's all full, I think that it's not gonna be too overcrowded because there are 2 pools and it's not really a gigantic resort as far as number of rooms goes. And then over here is where you get your towels. It looks like they also sell goggles and stuff like that in there, sunscreen. But as we head out this way, we head into the area that is the private residences. These are all the cottages. And we were actually lucky enough to meet an owner while we were here, and we got to tour one of the cottages. And we'll put that footage in right now. So we're back here in the area of, these are the homes for Margaritaville, and one of the owners was gracious enough to let me kind of have a look around inside of their home because this will be available for rent on the Margaritaville website, or the person who owns it could come down and just stay here as like a vacation home. It is nice to be able to see that they are block construction, which is nice. And I like that it's got some really fun islandy details to it. Let's go inside. So this is it. This is what it looks like inside of one of the cottages. And the interesting thing is, if you are an owner, it comes just like this, fully furnished, all of the appliances, all the TVs, all of the dishes, everything. So we've got a little half bath right here. It comes with the coffee maker, which is nice. Comes with the concoction maker, the Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville margarita maker. This is a 2-bedroom unit, so it's one of the quote-unquote smaller units. They told me that it comes with housekeeping. So like if you own this place, you get housekeeping. That's paid for by the HOA. There's a little back patio out here. This little seating area. It's not as picturesque yet because they're, still doing construction here, but eventually it's gonna be very nice. So let's go upstairs. And they told me that one of the things that made this the better unit in their opinion was these large windows here. Still going up. This is the air conditioner. Right here comes with washer and dryer. And then bedroom number 1. Flip-flop repair shop. There's a little balcony that leads out to the front. Little front balcony here. They said that the TV has cable, it's got Spectrum, they've got internet. I like how tall all of the ceilings are too. They're very tall. This is like 12-foot ceilings up here. Little closet. Here's the guest bathroom. These are all the little soaps and everything that come. It's called St. Somewhere Spa, which I believe is the spa here in Margaritaville. Little shower. And then let's head into the master bedroom. Wow, it's so nice. I like it a lot. Another little closet here. And then the master bathroom. Hello. I like that the shower is a little bit bigger in this one. And then also, there is a back patio over here. There. And they were telling me that this area would be a park, and it will eventually be all sand and crushed shells and stuff like that, and there's going to be a playground somewhere around here, but they wanted to have like a party atmosphere in this neighborhood, so all of the houses face each other and people will come out their back and be like grilling out back or relaxing on their back patio. Some of them have little hot tubs over here, so it'll be like a big party atmosphere once everything's done and they're all rented out. It's gonna be very nice. So there you have it. That was a tour of one of the cottages here on the Margaritaville Resort. So once this is available for rent, if you are interested in renting this unit, it is 8029 Dreamsicle Drive. Welcome back. I do kind of really enjoy the styling here at Margaritaville. They look so good. I wish they were a little bit further apart, but I understand that's just sort of the nature of it being a resort area. Like, this is resort living. There's a little playground back there. Oh, okay, so I don't know if I can get behind these places. When we were touring the one, they said that it was going to be this sand crushed shell area behind it, like a little park area, and this is what it'll look like. This is nice. I couldn't really envision it when we were looking out the back door of that cottage, but now that I'm seeing it, it's very nice. Just walking back behind, I found a little walkway between a couple of the cottages, but it kind of looks like there's another little playground over here. Golly. Oh, there's one of the hot tubs up close. This is just, oh no, I can't get to the playground from here. I'm just walking behind people's houses now. So just to kind of give you guys an idea of where we were, I like this one has thatched roof on it. This particular cottage. So these are all the cottages back here. That's the walkway that we were just on. Over there, you can kind of just barely see it. That's the pool, the playground that we were looking through the trees at. And then over here is the spa and fitness center, which I don't think are open quite yet. There's the shuffleboard court, the Fins Up Fitness Center, which looks like it's pretty much ready to open. You got some treadmills in there, some weight machines. Looks like they could have like yoga and stuff in there. There's enough room. And then right next to it, which this definitely is not open yet because you can see they're still constructing it in there. This is going to be the St. Somewhere Spa. Imagine having a spa. Like, you live right there and then you just come to the spa, walk over to it. And then Parrakeets Kids Club, which is not quite ready to be open yet, but should be along the lines of like a place where you could drop the kids off and they can hang out while the parents are, you know, off at dinner or having a drink by the pool. Back out in front of the hotel, and I want you guys to remember back earlier in the video when we were by the meeting rooms and ballrooms. That was the Compass Rose area over there. And then as we turn even further, We're heading sort of out towards the front of the property now, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how big this property is. That water park will be on this property. It's not open yet, but that is part of the Margaritaville Resort. A water park. We're gonna head back towards the main lobby, but one thing I wanted to do before we do that is head over here because there's something interesting about the history of this location over there. Here we go. I'm a lot further than I thought I was. You can't even see the main building anymore. It was way down there. But I walked about a mile. Good times. The whole reason that I walked over here was to see this wall. This wall is part of the old entrance to what used to be on this property. And that used to be Splendid China. It was one of the old roadside attractions here in Orlando. And now you can still see some of the, like you can see this wall looks new. Like they redid the stucco on the outside of it. But if you look along it, you can tell it's still an old wall. And from what somebody was telling me, the guy who used to own this property owns this over here now, and this is a winery. It's called the Island Grove Wine Company. It's kind of neat. He's got a little vineyard over here too. So there it is. These are all the cottages, and if you look, you can kind of see they've got a whole lot more land back there to develop. Put up more cottages, put up more units. It really is an interesting property because it's kind of like a little city, like a little town. Like anything you need is here. You got a little tiny like convenience store type area. You've got restaurants, and then there's this whole area called Sunset Walk, which we'll go to right now. Now we're over in an area called Sunset Walk, and I'm looking back at the resort, and that's the main entrance right there. This building right over here that you can kind of see past the trees that says Studio Movie Grill is a movie theater and grill, like a movie theater with a restaurant in it. And then over here is a lot of other different restaurants and stores, and like right here is Ford's Garage. So we got a couple of Model A's out here. I like that there's pistons that are the lights. That's pretty fun. And then as we go further in, there's a lot more stuff. Let's do some exploring in this area. It's kind of interesting. There's very large speakers and they're blasting the music out here. This is a nail salon, it looks like. I don't know what that's gonna be. It looks very large, but it could be anything. Like this is all of these storefronts. This is gonna be a restaurant. I don't know what restaurant it'll be, but it's got tables and chairs in it. There's so much stuff. Like this is going to be a little city. It is pretty weird that I can just kind of walk around in here. Right? It's gonna be a nice area in the next few years. As of right now, it's not really anything, but give it a little bit of time. So there's a burger fire right here too, one of my favorite burger restaurants. And now we're coming up on the construction site for the water park. There it is. That's gonna be a water park pretty soon. Definitely gonna be a lot of really fun slides. That yellow, teal, and blue one is going to be a water coaster. My favorite one, the mat slides, you got some drop slides in there. And then this over here looks like it's gonna be a wave pool. This whole area of town is gonna be so stinking cool. So although this will be one of the smaller water parks in Orlando, I would put this along the lines of like Aquatica. Oh, there's a stage here where they can have live acts. And I have a feeling that with the way the sound system is set up around here, it's gonna be able to be broadcast through the whole area. Oh, so this is where the radio studio is. This is Radio Margaritaville on XM, and this is where it broadcasts out of, or Sirius Satellite Radio. I guess it's the same thing. That's pretty neat. This is called the Parrot Perch. This used to be at Margaritaville at Universal, but now it's here. I was totally filming inside of there, and the DJ was actually inside of there. I think he was setting up cables or something, and I did not see him. He was like underneath the table. So there you have it. That was our trip to the Margaritaville Resort in Orlando, Florida. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. When I first thought of like coming out here to Margaritaville, I was like, it's just gonna be like a hotel. We're gonna go look around a hotel. No, this place is like a little town. Little houses back there. There's rooms here. There's like a whole area of food and a movie theater, and there's gonna be a water park. This place blew my mind. I wanna stay here. I don't know, walking around made me feel like I was on an island somewhere, and I loved it. So with that being said, we are off, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Lindley. I'm from Orlando, and now it's time to pay the price.